Evening, Badgers. Ah, well, this is a bad day for progressivism. Now, I've been a bit volatile throughout the day. As I've digested this, my first reaction is that I was pissed off with America, and as you could probably tell by my short early this morning, like the "fuck you, America" thing, like that's not been changed all that much. And I've listened to a lot of analysis throughout the day as to why this has happened. And one of the big factors is that people have mistaken Biden for the pandemic, or vice versa. Despite the fact that they knew who they'd be voting in as a president. It seems that the switch to the right has been widespread across America. This, and especially in blue states on the on the eastern side. This is fundamental rejection of the liberal status quo, the liberal way of doing things. Like people do not feel like they are looked after by the government. But like to vote in Trump shows a level of idiocy, of stupidity, of ignorance that I I I, I was kind of preparing myself for, but I wasn't expecting, like, if a Trump won, I didn't expect him to get the House and the Senate as well. That's that's not just an indictment on the right. That's an indictment on the liberals in America. The status quo is done. This is the age of populism, and it makes me worried for the Labour Party, for us here, because if the Labour Party don't get things done and actually make people's lives better in this country, which is going to be made a lot harder now, um, I, we could be heading down that road ourselves, because people are just too ignorant to look beyond themselves. So, yeah, I mean, I I'm angry at the Dems. I'm angry at Republicans for just for being Republicans. But I'm angry. I'm also angry at the average voter. What the fuck have you done? Your decision doesn't just affect you; it affects the fucking rest of us. But no, you can only think about your fucking selves because you're American. That's what gets directed towards us in England. And yet, my vote, when I voted, was thinking about the rest of the world, not just about myself and my own people. So I did again. Like even now, my thoughts aren't fully formed when it comes to the reaction to this, but I'm pretty angry. I mean, it goes with the fucking title of my channel, I suppose, but like I am. I'm pretty fucking pissed off. The fuck, America? Oh, we don't like how things are, but so we're going to choose the fascist instead. Yeah, okay. Oh, we're not voting for him. We're voting for the party. Your system isn't like ours. Now, I don't know what the checks and balances are, but it seems like, from what everything I've been hearing before the election, that Trump's going to be trying to deal with those checks. Trump and his people are going to be trying to deal with those checks and balances. So, you know, this is a multifaceted disaster, and I know I'm going to get the American right wingers coming on here going, Trump was great, Trump was great. Oh, the economy was doing great under Trump. No, it was doing average, and then the pandemic hit, and then it wasn't. And now everyone's trying to blame the economy, a bad economy, on Biden, despite the fact that Biden's approved your economy better than nearly every other country in the world has managed to deal with their economy. Not because of Trump, because of Biden and his lot. The average voter is a fucking moron and cannot think beyond themselves. That goes for Britain as well. But this is going to have drastic ramifications, and I think we can officially say the age of liberalism and neoliberalism is done. Neoliberalism and liberalism as we know it are dead in the water. They have been, I mean, in America, this has been a wholesale rejection of the status quo, which is liberalism slash neoliberalism. Populism abounds. We are now in the era of volatility. We're not safe, and we cannot expect to be anymore. Even in a completely different country, we can no longer feel safe because America can no longer be relied upon as an ally, as a wholly trustworthy ally. And me myself at the moment, I'm struggling to consider America an ally. Now, this again doesn't mean that I think every American is an ass, is an idiot. There are several Americans I like, but whilst I understand a wholesale rejection of the status quo, what America's just done is what we did here with Brexit. I don't think Americans know what they've just done. And his supporters don't know what they've just brought upon the rest of the world. Now, if, and this is a major if, Trump is held at bay to the end of this next 4 years and successfully drops power to someone else, that would be a lucky escape. But technically, Biden getting in last time was the lucky escape. America will be the luckiest country in the world if it gets through this. At all. I really hope there are checks and balances that Trump cannot get rid of. and that even Republicans know that they can't get rid of. I really hope that that's the case. But considering just how far the Tories were wanting to go over here, I just don't know. Now, I understand the need to change for fundamental change because what we have is insufficient. But this is not the way. We learned this 80 years ago. But people have forgotten the war. They are now, people in many different ways romanticize the Second World War in different ways. They do not know what it's like. I don't technically know what it's like, personally speaking. But I grew up with the requisite education from the people, from my elders, the people who lived through it, and through a very pretty decent education. And just to add, I didn't go to private school. I had state education, and that state education was actually pretty good. Considering what I've heard elsewhere, my education was actually pretty good. But yeah, I'm probably, like I said, I'm going to be on Reagan Elite's channel tomorrow, talk more about this. And I'll probably have formulated my thoughts a bit better at that point. But as it stands right now, yeah, I'm pretty angry at the US. And my position is somewhat hot. It is that of hostile towards the US, potentially. Earlier, I was just flat out hostile to the US. But, like, again, I've listened to a lot of analysis, a lot of reasoning. And whilst I still can't sympathise, I can somewhat understand it in a way, but it makes it even more ridiculous to me that it's the same thing as Brexit, and people have chosen the fucked option instead of the smart option. Let me know what you guys think. I'm still forming my thoughts on this. But yeah, I'm still quite angry about this. What the fuck have you done, America? What the fuck have you done? Well, go with the weird people. Good fate. Good luck. Blessed be, badgers.